Hi, I'm Dave Price with hosting-review.com, and we're here at HostingCon 2012 in Boston, and I've got the pleasure to be with Oliver Mouse, the CEO of 1&1 Internet. Oliver, welcome.
Thank you
for joining me.
Thank you.
So, one of the biggest challenges for individuals and small to medium-sized businesses is the ability or the need to gain a web presence and put up a professional-looking website. So that can be tricky to do without the right tools, as you know. So, talk to me a little bit about the 1&1 My Website package and what it brings to the table for the customer.
Yeah, we've done a lot of research around small businesses in particular and their needs and requirements to create a web presence. And we've developed a product that is specifically tailored to small businesses that do not have deep technical expertise. It's an easy to use, more an application than a web hosting kind of product. And what it does, it delivers basically three components. The one is a rich feature set that helps customers win business. So it's a lot focused around e-business, doing business online. So it's very feature rich. And the second, what it delivers is business content. A business wants to look individual, wants to look like a typical business of its kind appears on the internet. And that requires content and different elements that we provide and support. And the third element, and that is probably just equally as important as the first two, is ease of use. Good features and good content are of no use if a customer isn't able to create a fascinating web presence on his own. So we take a lot of time to optimize the user experience and the usability of the product. So those three elements make My Website a great product.
Okay, excellent. So in terms of ease of use, a little bit more detail there would be around, are we talking drag and drop editor, customizable templates? You also mentioned that being specific a little bit to industries.
Yeah, so when you sign up to the product, we ask you what kind of business you're in, and then we propose to you a template with content, with pre-filled content that sort of fits your business. Of course, you need to adapt it and you need to individualize it, but it's a good starting point. Typically, customers need to do that on their own, find out what do my peers do, and what does a typical lawyer's or consultant website look like. We take that effort for our customers. And then we have an editor that is intuitive, easy to use, drag and drop elements, the way you'd expect, when you use typical desktop applications, that's the way the editor works. There's no technical knowledge needed. So you can tweak and tune your website until it looks just the right way. You can add components like applications, typical functions that your industry uses, and just plug them in like an easy-to-use web application. So it's very intuitive, very easy, requires no specific knowledge, and delivers great results.
Excellent. And what about publishing to the internet?
Publishing is done automatically. When we deliver the product, it's instantly online. Of course, you can put it offline, but you're online immediately. Any change that you make, publish immediately. It's just like you're used to in social communities or other internet tools that you use.
So one thing to remember, check your work first, then push the live button.
That is true.
Okay. So what would you say, well, actually, let's go in a little different direction. Cloud services are becoming mainstream in the web hosting industry. So please describe for our viewers the scalability of your dynamic cloud server and what that means to businesses and developers.
Yeah. The dynamic cloud server was designed in order to bring the performance of a dedicated server, but delivered in a more efficient and dynamic and scalable cloud way. And what that means is a developer can use this platform, use a single platform to create different configurations that he can use. So he can adjust performance parameters like CPU, like RAM, or like disk space, more or less continuously, and combine any setting with any other setting, which not all cloud services allow. Some of them are prepackaged. This isn't. So any combination is a viable combination. You can change and tune it, over time. So on an hourly basis, you can tweak and tune the performance of the system. You can create new virtual instances. So the dynamic cloud server allows you to create up to 99 virtual machines that you can then combine or delete if you don't need them anymore. So it gives you a lot of flexibility as a developer. For example, if you have a running system, a production system, and you want to test something out, you create a new virtual instance, you trial your code. If it works, you port it to the production system and delete the test machine. And that's just a good example.
Fantastic. So, what about your support infrastructure, right? The fact that you're offering these different premium service offerings to customers, right, obviously puts a bit of a challenge or a strain on your support team. So what do you do to offset that, and how do you build out that support infrastructure?
Yeah, the different products that we have, of course, have different requirements to our support team. The customers ask different kind of questions, whether it's a my website customer, for example, or a server customer. And of course, the questions from the server customers are more difficult to answer. So the support team, we have a dedicated support team for those higher value customers that are typically server customers. We have the most technical staff there. Typically, they're real techie experts that that have deep knowledge in programming expertise, and they're most intensively trained and very focused on delivering the highest quality service to these customers.
Excellent. So I'm going to ask you a kind of a personal opinion to or message to offer our viewers. So as the CEO of One-on-One Internet, what is the one thing that you would like your customers, or maybe better yet, your potential customers, to remember and take away from this conversation?
Yeah, the one thing that I'd like you to remember is the one thing that may make us a little bit different from the other hosting companies that are out there. Whereas the other hosting companies are focused on delivering technical products, there's one thing we are very much focused on, and that is helping you as a customer win more business. That's the most important thing to us.
Fantastic. And maybe not everybody knows it out there, but obviously One-on-One is one of the biggest web hosting companies in the world, and for good reason. Obviously, you guys are doing a good job in retaining your customers and growing that customer base. So good job, and Oliver, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, my pleasure.